Hey everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mysticon, Board Game Geek, bringing you our next episode of Posthuman Survive and Evolve. Now, we had a turn of events last session where Doug the gamer had succumbed to his mutant scars and turned. He's now a mutant on the hot on the trail of our dancer Annabel, who's still trying to make it to the last bastion of human civilization. They are in the same area and trying to compete with one another. Of course, life for the mutants has changed. His tactics are different, so he's got a set of actions that he can do now. He can take these standard actions here, which is tactics. It allows him to draw encounter card, or reorganize the encounter card deck. He can mutate some further, which is draw a scar card to replace one he's got. Or he can discard any number of action cards from your hand and redraw a full size. Okay, well, sorry I yawned. Not really that tired, just been up late. But he's got these three cards in his hand. These mutant actions from the Shadows, Night Raid, and Charge. Of course, Annabelle doesn't know what they are, so she's going to have to get on with it and see if we can make it. Now, it is a little different for the mutants. Their turn structure is different, and Annabelle still has to continue on her path as normal. So mutants no longer have to worry about things. Apparently, I'm trying to go through rules. I didn't play this far in the game before, but this is our learning experience, remember. They no longer move on the board like normal human players do. They no longer take turns of, they don't have to worry about eating, etc. Just human players need to worry about eating. Mutants apparently know how to suddenly magically live off the land, or maybe they don't have to worry about it at all. I'm not sure. But the bottom line is they don't have to eat. Yeah, so they don't forge, they don't do anything, and they play their cards and basically continue on with their mutant scars or abilities, etc. So we're going to get started with that. Now we still reveal an event card, which is going to take effect. Togetherness. All players count as being on the same trading type for the purpose of trading equipment and skill usage. This card remains in play until you draw the next event card. Okay, well that's going to be true, but not in the same sense that we would normally deal with things. Now we are going to spend a food now for Annabelle. She's still got to eat, and then we're going to pick their actions. Okay, now we have their actions. So Annabelle, what is she going to do? She's going to move, which Doug had anticipated that she was going to continue to move on that space. So he's doing something called Night from the Shadows, which you'll see how that works in a moment. That's his action. Her action now that he's done this action on this phase, he will not do another action during the mutant action phase. It takes place on the end of this round. So he could have also done tactics, mutate, and consolidate. He could have chosen one of those. However, we're going to do her first. She's going to go first because she's moving. So she is going to move here, in which case she's going to need to deal with two encounters. First off, what's she get? A Doomsayer Priest. That is a new one for us, because remember, we're in level 2 now. He's got a speed of 3, 2 wounds, and a combat of 3. He's got a question mark, gives him an extra hit. He does 2 wounds. He's a leader. Accompanying minions, which he does have one, roll a single, reroll a single miss on a result. So that is him right there, and he does come with a human minion, which is going to be a gang scout right there, and that is the beginning. So we're going to shoot at them, because that's the right thing to do. Now this gang scout he's going to shoot back. Maybe we can kill him first. I'm a little more concerned about the Doomsayer, actually, so we're going to shoot the Doomsayer. Boom. Now I can split my dice. Remember, I got 1, 2, 3 for our gun, plus 1, plus I have the skill of assault rifle, and I got our hunter still, so the hunter is going to be able to have a die. Maybe he's going to tell you what she's going to do. She's going to do 3 shots at the Doomsayer. He's going to do a shot, and then one of her rolls will go against the gang scout. So let's roll against the Doomsayer first. Wow, that was 3 hits. So keep in mind that she's still using her pistol. So it does on a roll of one question mark, one special, it does one hit. So that was 3 hits, which will kill the Doomsayer before anything even happens. That was great. Now let's roll for the Hunter. He missed, and let's roll for her against the Gang Scout. Now that counts. Here's the awesome part of having this assault rifle skill. Her expert shot actually counts as 2 hits, which, by the way, is enough to kill this guy. So she killed those 2 guys in one shot in her first encounter, but consumed her last bullet to do that, and she still has another encounter to go. Okay, let's draw her next level 2 encounter, see what she gets. Reoccurring Dream. Mutant. Sorry, child interruption. Okay, it says, I don't know if you can read it. Let me put my hand back to it, see if I can get you some colors. The text is very small. Large almond eyes fix you for an eternity. You try to pull your gaze away, but your neck is frozen. It feels like you are trying to shift a small pyramid that's made of an impossibly heavy metal. And as soon as you think that, you feel the impossible pyramid in your palm. The eyes are still there, boring into your soul. Okay, what do? Do you give in, take a mutation scar and discard this card, resist, do a mind test? If you pass, you throw the pyramid at the figure, shattering them, keeping this card as experience points. If you fail, you wake up in a sweat, feeling, well, so we got 2 bads and a good. I think she has a mind of 2. I think she's just going to take, she's only got 1 scar. So I think she's going to take the scar and discard it, even though she could use the experience point. So she did that instead. And this card goes away. She doesn't get to keep it. Bummer for her, right? And yeah, so that's going to be the end of her actions. She is currently on this space here, which is going to allow her to advance. Wrong one. Allow her to advance. She is only a few away. Bummer. Okay, but now we're going to resolve the Mutant Doug's action, and it is this one. You notice that it has a train type on it, that she has to be on that train type, and she is. It says pick a player on the indicated train type, roll a number of shots equal to your shooting stat. And it's a range 1, and his shooting stat is a 3. So he gets 2 dice. Okay, so admittedly, I'm a tad bit confused by this. So it says roll a number of shoot dice equal to your shooting stat. Does that mean the shoot dice that your stat gives you, or the actual value of your stat? Because the stat is 3. And it says roll a number of shoot dice equal. Why wouldn't it just say roll your shooting dice? So I have to think it's talking about the stat itself, because mutants are different, and which would be a 3. I'm going to run with that. If I'm wrong, let me know. Anyway, he's going to roll against her to see if he can shoot her. Okay, what does he get? Well, he got a nothing. Yeah, he got nothing in that. So that was wasted. He got no question marks or anything. So boom. This is discarded. That is a mutant action done and discarded. Okay, so, and that is going to end that particular action round. Okay, so now we would have the mutant action phase, but he already did his action. So all he gets to do is draw another mutant action card to add to his hand, which he has done. Okay, well, that's interesting. All right, so that is going to end that round. We're going to move on to the next round and see what happens. We know this didn't take effect, so we're going to put that into the discard pile for the events. We're going to draw our new event card. Dark Days event. The player with the highest current morale immediately takes a free forage, scout, or camp action. Well, does that not include, I guess, when I say player, they don't include mutants. If several players tie for highest morale, none of them take a free action, discard this card after it is resolved. Well, we have 2 players, only one of them has the player. Yeah, I'm going to have to say that this does not count. So, because our mutant player has a higher morale, though I don't know that that's going to matter much anymore, I'm going to say that that was ineffective because there's not enough players in the game to make it effective. Anyway, that's a kind of weird card. Now we're going to have to eat, and yes, Annabel is going to have to consume some food as her journey continues, and then we're going to play our cards. Okay, now we're going to take our actions, and Annabelle is going to move again, which Doug anticipated, and he had another From the Shadows action card where he's going to shoot at her again. So let's do her action first. She's going to move on to this last space where she has one more encounter, and that encounter is going to be the Netboy Trapper. He comes with a mutant minion as well, so we're going to get one of those out. Don't think we've had one of these yet. A Spitter is the mutant minion that comes with him. Let's look at these guys individually. This is the same as the Netboy. He's just a little bit better, I think. Yeah, he's got the net effect still in play with the shot, but the only difference between him and the other one is this one comes with a minion, and this one has the spit ability. These both have ranged attacks, and our character has no ranged ammo right now, even though he has the stun gun, which we'll use because it doesn't require any ammo. Okay, if the Spitter rolls at least one hit, roll a speed test. Our speed is good. It's 5. That's awesome. If you fail, take a wound regardless of the number of hits, and draw a scar card. Do not draw further scar cards from the wounds taken for the rest of this encounter. Okay, so we're going to have to deal with 2 ranged attacks from them. We're going to get a ranged attack too, and we're faster. What is this going to do? We're going to use it. Why not? It is range 3. It's got 1. And basically, we're only going to roll 3 dice total, regardless of the shooting modifiers. On a successful hit, no damage is caused. Instead, the target rolls 1 less combat for this round. I think that we will target the Netboy with that so we can kill it. Well, they're both pretty... I don't know. I'm not sure what... I think they both cause a scar. They both have the same combat effect. They're both the worst... Well, we'll do the Netboy. We're going to target the Netboy with that. So we're going to roll 3 dice. We just need to get a hit on him. Okay, boom. Let's roll. See what we get. Well, we did. We got 2 hits, actually. So we hit the Netboy with the stun gun. He's going to roll 1 less combat die, and then our companion is going to take a shot at the Spitter and misses. Okay, so no, wait. The companion has what am I doing? He's got a 3 range, so he hits. He hits the Spitter, putting a wound on the mutant Spitter. Now they get to attack back because they both have speeds of 3. Okay, the Netboy is going to attack. He hit once, so these 2 are misses. He hit with a range 1 attack. However, if you suffer a wound in the shooting phase, which this would not... Wait, this does not do a wound, I don't think. Ambush cannot evade. Net do not cause... instead, she's going to lose her 2... She's going to lose 2 dice in the first round of combat. That's what happens from that. And he succeeded. Now, he does, however, get to shoot at her with his spit. So let's see what he gets. Well, he got 2 hits on her. That is not good. Let's see, he's going to, if Spitter gets at least 1 hit, roll a speed test, right? Okay, let's see. 6, so she's failed. She's got a speed of 5, and she's failing speed tests. That is ridiculous. The second one she failed out of the 2 she's rolled. So she is going to take a wound and a scar. So she's now got 3 scars. That's not good. And her wounds are down to 4. I'm not going to go to the board. She's got 3 scars. I haven't looked at them yet because I'm trying not to have her become a mutant. She cannot take any more scars this encounter. Oh, wait. She took a wound. We're going to see. Maybe this may not have happened. We get to roll a single green die. If we roll a shield, she did not take the wound. We did not. Okay. So she took it. Bummer. Now she's going into melee. In her first round, she's only going to have 1 melee die. That sucks because her melee... Well, hold on. She's going to get 3, but the Netboy's going to bring her down to 2. She's fighting the Netboy first, who's got only 1 die because he's going to be down to 2 dice as well because her stun gun hit him. So she's going to have 1 die, which she's going to trade in for a green die. She's going to try not to get hit. Let's see what she rolls. She rolls a shield. That is good. That means she's probably not going to... She may not take a wound this turn. And he missed entirely. Okay, so that was him. Now, though, he gets to attack as well. He's got 3 dice. Yes, she's got 2 dice against him, though. Actually, should have had 2 dice against the other guy, too, because her strength is higher. So even though she had to reduce by 2 dice, she would have had 4. So he rolls, oh my gosh, 3 hits. Critical, hit and hit. She's going to have 2 dice. Even if she gets 2 shields, she's going to take a hit. She did not. She got a 1 hit. Now, can she reroll anything? No, she cannot. Wait, hold on. I'm going to have to reroll his stuff too, because in the first round of combat, you get -1 dice. Okay, so he still got 1 hit, and she got 1 hit. I forgot about her spear. Her spear, opponents roll 1 less dice in the first round of combat. So they each got a hit. That means she got him, and he got her. She's now down to 3. Okay, and he is dead. All right, boom. All right, now we're going to go back around to the second round of melee. Now she does not have the effect from the net. The net boy also does not have the effect from the stun gun. So this is what the dice are going to look like. We have 4 dice. We get to replace 2 of them because of our excessive speed. So we're going to have 2 green dice, 2 orange dice. Net boy trapper is going to have 3 orange dice. Okay, what did we get? We got 2 question marks. Those are going to be, these are all with the spear. Those are all going to be hits. So she got 3 hits and a miss. The net boy got 3 misses. Wow. So she did 1 point of damage to the net boy. Boom. And we're going to go to our third and final round of combat. She gets 2 hits, 3 hits, and a critical. So she's definitely going to kill him probably. He gets 1 shield and 2 misses. So even if he's going to negate the critical, but it's not going to matter. He's going to die. Boom. He is gone. Okay, now though, she has a choice to make. She's got a couple things going on right now because that ended her action. She is back to having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 actually cards to turn in for experience points. So she's going to do that and raise a stat. I'm thinking it might be her melee stat again, putting it up to 4. I'm going to look and see. Yeah, I think she's going to do that. I was even tempted to raise her mind up, but she's not. She's going to raise her melee combat up 1 more. She's been doing a lot of fighting, up to 4 to help give her an advantage. But she has now completed this tile, so we're going to get to draw a number of cards for supplies. Let's get those out. Okay, and she is in a wilderness space. So what does she get? Hopefully lots of food. She needs food. Well, she got food and equipment for the first one. She can draw 3 total cards. Food and 2 bullets for the second one. That is awesome. And 2 food for the third one. So let's get these out here. So we're going to get a total of 4 food. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to get 2 bullets. And we're going to get a cool item of some sort. Let's see what that might be. Here is the item deck. Let's see what she gets. She gets a vaccine. Played any time. Discard to remove a single scar card. Only 1 vaccine may be played. Well, she's going to play this immediately, actually. To get rid of. Now, I get to choose. I'm going to look at her scar cards and choose which one she's going to get rid of. But she is going. Well, I should read that. And I didn't make sure it doesn't say at random. Nope, it just says discard 1. Okay, so we're going to choose. I think it's going to be. It'll be this unstable one. It doesn't matter. She's trying not to become a mutant. To me, that's like a hollow victory in the game. That's my opinion. Maybe not everybody else's, but anyway, it was her 3 supply cards. So she had a good run there. That was very good for her. But lastly, she got to move again. She's getting very close to. She's only a couple moves away from the city. That would be awesome if she made it. She also completed this tile here. Boom. So she's probably going to have to do some exploring or scouting, see if she could do any better. Now we're going to go to Doug's mutant action, which he's going to take that shot again at her to see if she can hit it. He can hit her. Well, he actually succeeded with a single hit. She would take a wound, but she does get to do this. No, she failed. So she took another wound. She is actually down to 2 wounds right now and 3 morale. So she's not doing all that well. She's been able to maintain her food. She's got bullets, but she needs to probably camp down or something. Anyway, that's going to get discarded from Doug, his mutant action is gone. That's going to end the round. He's going to draw another. Oh, well, I'll just keep it a secret for now. Draw another mutant action card. He can also, I got to remember, he can also take these basic actions. He hasn't wanted to because he's been trying to kill her before she gets to the city, ambushing her in the night and things like that. Okay, well, that ended the round. Let's continue on, guys. We're going to draw another event card. What do we get? Snowfall. Oh man, just as I'm thinking about camping down, we're going to remove our seasonal event. Players may not scout or forge this turn. Mutant players may not target human players directly with mutant actions. Discard this card after it's resolved. So that is a seasonal event, so it is going to wipe out our cool seasonal event card that we did have. Now, it said no forge, no scout. Well, that couldn't have been worse timing for Annabel, because those are one of the two things that she could have done that made sense. So I do believe I know what she's going to do anyway. And Doug cannot target her directly. His mutant cards only do that right now. So he's going to take one of these. He's going to declare no action, or he's probably going to take... I think he's going to take the mutate card. Yeah, he's going to take the mutate action. So what is she going to take? Well, Annabel is going to take the... We'll reveal, just like normal. Let's go take a look. So he declares no card action, so you know it's probably going to go last, but she declares a camp action, since she can't move right now. It's going to waste one of her food next turn, but she's going to get to heal 2. She's not in a safe space, and now that other thing is gone, she's not going to get the morale bonus, which kind of bites us. Really hoping for that morale bonus for her, because she's got a morale 3 right now. So that was it. She camped. She went back up to 4 health out of 5, and then Doug is going to mutate. Now he wants to get rid of this this one here that decreases your action cards. So I'm going to put that aside for a moment. We're going to draw another scar and see what he gets. Mutation Spearhead. Human players may not take armor saves during a hit and run action. I don't know what that means yet, but we don't have the hit and run action, or do we? No, we don't. But what that does do, let me show you. I was hoping that it does cancel this out, so now he's going to get 4 mutant cards instead of 3. So this card goes away, but this one takes its place, so it really ended up dropping his mind down to 4, which kind of sucks. Well, hold on, let me look at that. It's got a plus and a minus. They're going to knock each other out there. So he did have a plus from this. He's got a minus, but he's already at a 1, so he can't change there either. From the small frontal lobe card, he went from the small frontal lobe to a spearhead. He's just continuing to deform as time goes on. But at least he gets to get now 4 mutant cards instead of 3. Speaking of which, it is that time. He is going to get to draw another mutant card. Boom. He gets to put that in his hand. Okay. And that's going to end the round. So, short round. We're going to keep going though. Now the new season, this seasonal event does get discarded. Boom. And we're going to draw the next one. So let's see what that is. Watched. Uh-oh, this is probably going to be bad. You feel observed in an easy... Okay, all human players reroll successful mind tests this turn. Okay, we've seen this one before. Boom. She is being watched from the shadows. That is a bummer for her. So now we get to take our actions. First she's going to eat. She's not in a safe house, so she is eating. Okay, and then we're going to select our actions. Okay, we're going to... I got Annabelle's. Let's see what Doug is going to do. He may continue to mutate. I don't know. Well, Okay, I think I know what he's going to do. I'm going to think about it for just a moment. Okay, here's what we're going to do. She is going to scout the way forward. See if she can find her way to the city. Doug, and she is going to continue on to the level 3 encounters. Doug is going to do this night raid. It says pick a player on the indicated terrain type, which is going to be forced. Now, it may end up, it is going to be forced because she's not moving this turn. We're going to resolve a single fight round. Regardless of the number of wounds you roll, your opponent only suffers 1 wound but takes a scar. So he's going to try and get her, because if he can turn her into a mutant, then the mutants win. So, of course, her action is lower, so she's going to go first. We're going to get to draw 3 tiles. Okay, let's see what she gets. I'm going to move this up some, just so we have some space. We really don't even need his tiles out anymore, Doug's. He's no longer playing with tiles. So we get that one. We get a mountain terrain. That's someone we haven't seen in a little while. I'm just trying to randomize and pick from different areas. And another forest terrain with a single action. Well, so her main objective now is trying to get to the city, right? So I think she's going to put this here. She'll put this one here and the mountain one here. Now, the cool thing, the mountain one has a dead space. That means she won't get a travel point for this first one. So she's not going here on her next turn. But that is the end of her turn. So now we're going to do the night raid. You know what? Did I consume a food? I did not. I did not remember to consume a food for her. She is going to do that because she can't afford to lose any morale, and she doesn't have a way to gain any morale. Okay, night raid. Pick a player. There's only one. Resolve a single melee combat using one of the weapons from your scar cards. Okay, he is going to use this. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess, which one he uses. He might as well. It doesn't matter. He's using the bone protrusion. Okay, and he's attacking her with that. She is, of course, using her spear. So now he's got a melee of. They both have melees of 4, so they're just going to roll 3 dice each. She has a very high speed, so she is going to take the 2 green dice. She just wants to avoid taking damage from him. Okay, and we're going to roll off. Boom. Let's see what we get. Okay, so she got a critical, a question mark, and a shield with her spear. Oh, being that we're using a spear, he's going to be 1 dice down for this. And he got, wow, he got a, now it says on this, on the card, this card, that just counts as a single hit, but she won the combat round. So, I'm going to assume that I don't know if it, I don't think it matters if he takes damage or not. So, because it's not like he's going to do him any harm. So I think that just happens. So he did hit her, but she actually outplayed him on the dice, and so did not take the damage. Okay, and that ends his action. He did not succeed in wounding her. She's hanging in there, but she's about to go into a much tougher area on the next turn. So that's going to end that round. Boom. Let's continue. We're going to keep going. I know this is going to turn into a rather long video, but that's okay. We're nearing the end of our journey. So let's draw our new event card, the Great Explorer. The player with the most terrain tiles, well, that's definitely Annabel, gains this card in case of a tie. This card is discarded. The owner may discard this card during a scout action to redraw any terrain tiles drawn. Okay, she'll keep that. That's interesting. And we have officially gone through all of the event cards at this point. So I hope, man, maybe they'll expand that. That'd be cool because they can do a lot with these event cards, I think. Especially, I think my next playthrough of this will definitely be the solo game because there's different things with the card play and the lack of mutants and stuff. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, that was it for that. So Annabelle is going to have to eat again. Boom. Okay, and then we're going to pick our actions. So let us, picking Annabelle's action right now. Boom, there it is. I bet you can guess what she's going to do. Okay, and let's see. Oh, I did not draw up. He's supposed to have 4 mutant. Doug's supposed to have 4 mutant actions. I forgot, so I need to draw those 2. Okay. Well. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Okay, she is taking the action of move, and Doug is taking the action of hit and run, which he's going to try and do 2 wounds to her if he gets lucky. They both have an equal speed, so it's going to be a dice roll off for them. But her move's going to go first. She's not going to forge. She's going to move. She's trying to rush to the city now. She's going to move here because if she conquers that, not only she gets a supply card immediately, but she gets to advance on the track a little bit faster. So, well, not any faster, really. It doesn't really matter. But that's where she's going. Well, you know, if she goes here, she can get 2 spaces. But it's going to take her, she's going to run out of food is my problem. So that's why she's going here. I don't want her running out of food. Anyway, she's now, she's still level 2. She hasn't moved to level 3 yet. Uh-oh, we got another Netboy Trapper. Bummer. And that means he comes with a mutant minion. What does he come with? Let's draw a mutant minion card out here. Another spitter. Alright. Well, we know the scenario with this. She's going to shoot first. She's going to have 4 dice total. her hunter's going to have one. We're going to assign these. She's going to spend a bullet. Boom. You know, I'm thinking about this gun again. She hasn't rolled dice yet. If we equip this gun, yes, it's going to take both of her ammo, but it's got a range of 3. She could assign 2 dice to each of these guys. And if she gets a question mark, multiple question marks, she's in good shape. Well, she can only get 2. But 3's hit. So she could get, they're both 2, yeah, she could only roll a miss. She might equip this. If she does, she's going to have to get rid of her pistol, though. And it'll be a permanent change. So we need a lot of ammo then. She's going to do that. She's going to get rid of her starting pistol that she's had. It's not served her well, but she's going to use the tier Scout. Okay, and that gives her a total of 4 dice, right? Still, so she's going to divide up 2 and 2 and hope she gets 2 hits on each. So first off, on the Mutant Trapper, she did succeed in getting 2 hits. The question mark is a hit, and that is a hit. So now she's got to attack the Spitter. Now she's faster than them, so if she kills them both, they're not going to get to attack back. Okay, she only got 1 hit on the Spitter. She does not get a reroll, unfortunately. So the Hunter is now going to shoot at the Spitter. Remember, the Scout Rifle is a 3, even though it did use both of her ammo up that she had. And then she's going to roll, and he rolled a 1, so he succeeded. We killed both of them with ranged attacks. That is awesome. But she no longer has her her pistol. Okay, so these guys are going in her experience points, and that is going to be the end of her round with them. Now she's going to get to draw a supply card, and also she has completed the tile. And she's going to get to move 1 more closer to the human city. She's only 2 away. Can she make it? Supply cards. What does she get? She gets 1 food. Not really fantastic. She gets 1 food. So she's got 2 food currently. And a gear card. Let's see what she gets. So she's going to get a gear. Boom. Equipment, a book. While camping, discard this to gain 2 morale. That is very useful, and it does, however, she's putting in her inventory, so that means her inventory is currently full. It is. Actually, I think it's overflowing full. She may have to get rid of something. The only thing she can really get rid of is this pen. The stun pen, which hadn't been that effective. She's going to get rid of the... Well, God, that's her only ranged weapon. When it doesn't require ammo, she can actually use it in an encounter. I think we're going to keep the book in our hand. Okay, so she's got 2 items in her hand. She's not going to use the book right now. Okay, that is going to end her turn. Pretty good turn for her. She's pretty happy with that. Okay, now we're going to move on to what Doug did. Before we move on to Doug's turn, she does advance. She's 2 away from the human city. Can she make it? We'll see. Doug, however, is going to try and stop her. The horrible mutant Doug. So basically we're going to have a dice off on it. Well, wait a second. She's not the right terrain type. This fails for him, so he has to use one of these abilities. He could not do that. It was mountains or fields, and she's in the forest again. Man, I didn't really pay attention to that. I should have. So I think what he's going to do is he is going to mutate again. He wants to get rid of some of these negatives. He's going to get rid of the skin and bone one and see what he can draw. It's better because that also gives him a -2 to his strength. Let's see what he gets. Just a scar. So, well, that ends up helping a little bit, I guess. Okay, that's going to be the end of his round. Then he has completed his actions. He gets to draw up his cards. He's got a total of 4 right now, so he's not drawing up any action cards, I think. Let me just double check. Oh, no. Sorry, one of them was a scar card. Okay. And then, yeah, he's going to get to draw 1 more card there. Okay, boom. That is the end of the round. We got... I think just a couple more rounds to go, guys. We're going to stop here, though, because this has been a rather long video, and we'll see what happens next time as Doug is trying to stop Annabel from reaching the city of the humans. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks as always for subscribing. I appreciate everything you do, all your commentary, and I will talk to you soon.